Hey everybody, Merry Christmas from the Nerf Herder family. Happy holidays, whichever you choose to celebrate. Hope you have a fantastic one with your family, friends, loved ones. I'm sure many are enjoying some Saber holidays. So I have a commission that I finished up a little while ago. My commission list has been pretty tight and I've been trying to work my way through a lot of things and having, real world stuff going on in my real life and then juggling commissions and stuff like that also. And I'm not full-time by any means. But a buddy of mine, Pete, who I have installed for in the past, just one of my favorite people to work with. Pete is extremely understanding and he's just extremely patient. This one actually took a long time to do due to a couple different things. My time. He was moving to the States and getting married. So he got married recently and he wanted to have this done by Christmas. I wanted to have it finished out and shipped, but with all that going on, we waited a little bit and which gave me more time to work on everything. So I have a very special build, one of my very, very last scrap Corran Horn speeder bike hilts out of the parts that I had. So he snagged this a long time ago. I was like, I have parts for this that I might be able to do, and he was like, please let me call dibs on that. So for those of you asking, sorry, he asked me months and months and months and months and months ago to build him one of these. This is actually a present for his wife, Veronica. So I hope you enjoy it. I very much enjoyed doing this guy because it's something, every time I do one of these Corran Horn speeder bike hilts, custom speeder bike hilts, I want to do something different. And that's part of the aspect of building them is you have your speeder bike influences, your things from the book that, the description of the book, and you can kind of run with it. So that's why I build a lot of them. But I made this display box, custom display box for it. And I also made them two other to go with their sabers. They have a couple for their collections, but I thought this was pretty cool. This is kind of my Rebel edition. I started doing some of these green, red, and some weathering and stuff like that, and they look and feel really cool. Got some sweet padding on the back. Everything's dirty, nothing going on. Super fun. So here's the inside, cut to fit. Really enjoyed doing these boxes. I don't do them that much anymore. I've done a few for some people and I'll probably be doing more, but here we have it. This is probably the shortest Corran Horn hilt to date that I've built. I mean, it is super small. This thing is tiny. Okay, so one thing I've started to do, I did it a long time ago on my very first Corran Horn, my very first speeder bike handle. I did it years ago with all 8 MHS parts. It's the one that has the blinking activation and auxiliary LEDs. But I wanted to get like a rubber knurled grip type thing going on. And so I've tried it in the past, and I've done it on this guy too. One of these guys. But it's really cool. And it even has little grooves for fingers. So when you're holding these types, it feels like, some kind of bike. I mean, this feels like what would be on a dirt bike or whatever. But, I tend to enjoy it. That is Racket Wrap, like tennis racket wrap. It's like a rubber Wilson one. And I knurled it with my knurling on my little hot knife. And it gives it a little bit more rigidness and you get that textured feel. It feels really cool. It's not like a rubber, or I mean it is a rubber, but it's not like a leather wrap or anything. It stands out very much when you hold this thing. It feels really good. All right, sorry, I'm talking a lot about this thing, but I mean this is really, I mean look at how small it is. It's short. It's very, very short. There's not much room to play with in this guy. So one thing Pete wanted was the red button activation. He really dug that. I'm going to show you real quick and then we'll play with it. Sorry. But you just unthread right here. It's just a 2-piece. When it gets to there, you just slide it off. You can stop with the threading, mainly because I always get a little nervous with them being so tight and close that you can rub off one of the resistors or something. So just slide it on and then slowly go on there. Just kind of give it some. But once it kind of feels free, just slide her out. So with this build, I have speaker pins. This chassis was designed by my good buddy Solo Sabers, Jeremy at Solo Sabers. And then he also put Nerf Herder Customs on here. This is the exact same chassis in, I think, 3 of my personal builds. And then I also had one for my buddy Joss, the Corran Horn I built for him. So your speaker is in here, way down in there, speaker pod. Doesn't have to come out. Now, if you need to remove it, there are 2 things to take off. So right in there is, this guy is a pommel cap. So if you loosen this guy, this will slide out, and then right here holds your speaker pod. So don't mess with that one. Leave that one there, and you know, leave those together unless you need to have a speaker repair or whatever. Otherwise, I would say don't mess with it. So there's your CFX. Your auxiliary is right here, and your power is right here. This is a greebly. And then I made a blade plug for you, Veronica, so hope you enjoy it. So again, just kind of, oh, and another thing, since it is very, very small and very tight on the inside, whenever you are putting your battery in, 18650, 15 amp high drain battery type thing, positive is up, spring sides are negative, obviously, but always do the sticker in. So that way it's, you know, oh, that was very fast. Sticker side in. Get a little red boot up on the board. But the sticker side in gives it a lot less space, I guess, because this is just extremely tight. Sorry, it's gonna be a long video. That goes down in there. And then of course, Son of Corellia, speeder bike font that Jesse and I collaborated on making together. This dude is loud. Y'all know how I do it. So tiny. I mean, it is like literally a handlebar. It is essentially, seriously, like, that's about all the grip you got. Now, you can still comfortably hold this with 2 hands though. But it is a very short one. Let's put the blade in there. Your retention is right there. Blade plug that I made for you. Little razor turbine one with a little push pin type thing, graphics push pin thing. Your CCsabers. And again, I mean, even though this is extremely short, I mean, there's your power, there's your auxiliary, and then your neopixel connectors right there. So you still have like 1.5 inches maybe of blade depth. Super proud of that, by the way, you guys, because I mean, look at you gotta think. Here's the connector, here's the neopixel connector, there's your 2 switches, there's your soundboard, there's your battery, and there's your speaker. I mean, this thing is maximum capacity, you know what I'm saying? So very proud of that, not gonna lie. So again, so just push that down there and see, look, I have plenty of room. It's so good. Press it down, you know how to put a blade into a lightsaber. You got this. One thing that's really cool is the way these are pretty much the same height. You can kind of rest your thumb on this and just rock your thumb, your finger to get that light. Takes a 1-inch blade. There's your dual phase. One thing that's cool about the new, this is the latest firmware on the CFX. I haven't played with it much at all, but I do like some of the features, like the lockup is more of a clash, and then it focuses on the lockup. You see that, how everything flashes and then it focuses in? So it's more of like a... I like that. I gotta fix the timing on that at some point. Got your tip drag. Really cool. Of course, Sons of Corellia sound font you can get at kyberphonicfonts.com. That font, if you got a speeder bike, hilt, you gotta have it. So Pete did say there was a lot of fonts that he wanted to put on. Pete, I do need to talk to you about that again, touch base and see which ones I have to throw on there. If usually when I already have a sound font, as long as there's proof of purchase, which he has, then I just, put on what I have, obviously. This actually this is my first time playing with it. Actually kind of threw me off for a second. All the stock sound fonts on a CFX before, up until recently, every time you selected some, usually I kind of wipe them all anyways and put my own fonts on, but it used to be only like a couple of them were full smooth swing fonts, and some of the other ones were legacy fonts, which legacy fonts are non-smooth swing. It's that old school, baby, old school fonts. And so there was just accent swings, basically. The new firmware comes with all of the fonts on here. All the stock sound fonts have now become fully smooth swing. So I was like, that's kind of cool.
Sound bank selection.
Nightfall.
So we'll run through some of them for the blade demo. Whoa, that's way too slow. Yeah, I gotta play with the timings and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Crystal focus.
Crystal focus? Woo! Okay, so that's slow. I need to fix that for sure. Sorry about that in the videos. When you see that light kind of trailing, that is usually you will set that to the speed you want. It's kind of like a flash on ignition. So see how slow that was? You gotta time that right and color it right. Very interesting.
Crystal focus.
2 different crystal focuses and 2 different nebulas, I think. So this is the one I'm used to.
Nebula.
I do kind of like holding it like this, though. Definitely feels good. And then your switch is just right there. This thing is so loud.
Nebula.
Oh, this is cool. Great Meat was one that I really enjoyed back in the day, but once Smooth Swing came out, I didn't have it for it. A very basic lightsaber sound. Some of them don't have begin locks and end locks though. Whew. Hoth, Bird, Revolt. Oh yeah, I do enjoy Revolt. I like the way the ignition is. Really interesting to see these guys have smooth swing now.
What will you do with me?
I'm only doing the ones that previously weren't smooth swing. I really need to get that. Sorry about that. These are all stock setting, stock sound fonts.
The Old Republic Crucible.
Republic Crucible. See, that's a little too slow. All these timings are set in the stock ones to react how the stock setting wanted it to be. Usually there's a delay. I like to have it immediate. That's just how I like it. So it's kind of where like the blaster goes off and it travels and then hits.
The Old Republic Malign. When my patience ends, bad things tend to happen.
Well, that's way too slow. That's cool. I do like that.
Sound bank selection. Youngling.
Youngling, I don't think. Ooh. So crisp. The cat one. There's a stock Schrodinger's cat. Why not? So absurd.
This is General Kenobi. Hello there.
The negotiator.
I have a bad feeling about this. Let the negotiations begin.
Ooh, man, I gotta figure out the speed on those.
There's never time to limber up.
And then back to Son of Corellia. See, that one I had to mess with that one. So in order to switch your colors, you press the auxiliary and twist. And then twist the throttle to get your different blade colors. When you land on one you want, press the auxiliary and it'll be selected. Yeah, I really need to play with the settings. I don't actually know. I know some of them have changed. I can tell just by using it. It's such a fun saber and I'm gonna miss it. back on that Corran silver. There you go. That's silver blades, what you want on these guys. There we are. Hope you enjoy. I had a total blast making this thing. It's been fun to swing around. I mean, again, this is a really tiny saber. When you get it, it's gonna feel like, I mean, that's a handle of a speeder right there, and then just like right. All right. Well, congratulations to the both of you on your marriage, your wedding. I hope you really enjoy this. I got 2 other boxes that'll be coming with this as well when I ship it off. So thank you so much. Pete, you're the man. Your patience is always awesome. You know, it's always good making a friend in the process of doing these, which is mainly what I usually like to do anyways. This hobby is for I mean, I thoroughly enjoy every aspect of it, and I want to work with like-minded people who are not just in it to, you know, get something cool and flip it for a high price. I like to build for people who cherish and collect and have experiences from the interaction, and you know, this is personal a lot of the times for me. So if I build for you, it's usually because I'm like, all right, cool, like we vibe, and that's cool with me. I'm not just you know, pumping stuff out, which is because I don't I don't turn them out every day. So but I hope you guys enjoyed that. I got a couple more videos coming out this holiday season, and then I just wanted to get this out for Christmas Day. So thank you so much, guys, and until next time, may the force be with you.
Scruffy looking.